Ever looked at your pet bird and thought, there's a lot going on in that little head?
Hmm.
Well, get ready to have your mind blown because
Right.
today's deep dive is all about unlocking your feathered friend's hidden genius through training.
Interesting.
We're flipping through the art of training pet birds, and
Right.
trust me, it's way more than just Pollyanna cracker stuff.
What's fascinating is how this book reframes training. It's
Hmm.
not about making your bird perform, it's about tapping into their natural intelligence in a way that captivity
Sure.
often prevents.
Right. Like out in the wild, these guys are navigating complex environments, finding food, outsmarting predators.
All right.
Our homes, as comfy as they may be, don't provide quite the same mental workout.
Exactly. This guide emphasizes that training IRAS, that mental workout.
Okay.
It's like offering your bird a puzzle, a challenge, and a bonding experience all rolled into one.
So we're talking about enriching their lives, not just teaching them tricks, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. The book dives into how training combats boredom, a major culprit behind anxiety and those, shall we say, unwanted bird behaviors.
Makes sense. A stimulated bird is a happy bird, and a happy bird is less likely to, say, start plucking out its feathers out of frustration.
Precisely. And by teaching commands, you're not just giving them something to DO. You're building a stronger bond through communication. You're creating a shared language.
Okay, I'm hooked. So where does a budding bird trainer like myself begin? The book seems to stress step up and step down as the ABCs of the whole thing.
Think of those as your foundation.
Okay?
Imagine trying to build a skyscraper without a solid base chaos.
Yeah.
Once your bird understands how to respond to step up and step down, you can build upon that.
So how does it work? Do you just like poke your bird and say step up until they get the idea, asking for a friend?
Not quite.
Uh.
It's all about positive reinforcement. The book is big on this.
Mhm.
You gently press your finger against their belly and say, step up. And when they so much as twitch in the right direction, you reward them.
Oh, so it's all about those high-value treats. You know, the ones that make your bird go wild.
Exactly. Birds respond incredibly well to that kind of positive association. They learn that following your instructions leads to awesome things, and that makes them eager to learn more.
So it's not about forcing them. It's about setting them up for success and making it a positive experience. I like it. But once they've mastered the basics, what comes next? The guide mentions tricks like wave and spin, which seem surprisingly advanced.
Don't be fooled by their seeming simplicity. These tricks demonstrate just how much birds are capable of learning. They require coordination, understanding your cues, and translating those cues into action.
They're learning a whole new language, only instead of words, it's like wing flaps and head bobs.
Exactly. And just like learning a new language, it's about breaking things down into manageable steps. The book gives a great example with wave. You start by simply mimicking the motion near their foot, rewarding any little movement towards that wave.
Okay.
Gradually, they put it all together.
It's amazing what these little dinosaur descendants are capable of.
Yeah.
But the guide goes even further than tricks, right? It mentions target training and retrieval. And those sound seriously next level.
Those are where things get really interesting because they open up a whole world of possibilities.
Okay.
Imagine your bird not just performing tricks, but interacting with their environment in a whole new way.
Okay, you have my attention.
Yeah.
What exactly IS target training, though? It sounds kind of like something out of a spy movie.
It's actually quite simple. You're teaching your bird to touch a designated object, say a stick with a bright bead on it,
Right.
or even just a colored dot with their beak on command.
So it's like giving them a target to aim for, literally.
Precisely. And once they've mastered that, you can use it for all sorts of things. You can teach them to go to specific locations, navigate obstacle courses, even fetch objects.
Hold on. Are you telling me I could have a bird that fetches things like a dog? My life is about to change.
It's true. And what's remarkable is that this isn't just about, training party tricks. Retrieval, for example, taps into their natural foraging instincts. They're hardwired to search and retrieve.
It's like giving them a mentally stimulating job, which, as we've established, is crucial for their well-being. It's all starting to click into place now. But let's be real, not every bird is a natural-born showman. What about those with stage fright? The book does mention challenges, especially when it comes to fearful birds.
Absolutely. It's important to remember that every bird, like every person, has a unique personality.
Right.
Some are bolder than others, and that's perfectly okay. If a bird is showing fear or reluctance, it's a sign to slow down, way down.
So instead of diving right into commands, you'd focus on building trust and creating those positive associations with their presence.
Exactly. It might take longer, but rushing the process will only exacerbate their fear and make training harder in the long run.
That's a good reminder for, like, all pet owners, really. Patience and understanding go a long way. So with patience as our mantra, how do we make sure training sticks?
Consistency is key. The book emphasizes that short, regular sessions are far more effective than sporadic marathon training sessions.
Right.
It reinforces what they've learned and keeps them engaged. Think quality over quantity.
It's like building any new habit slow and steady wins the race.
hmm
But all this talk about training has me thinking this isn't just about birds, is it?
What do you mean?
Well, the guide keeps highlighting clear communication, patience, positive reinforcement. Those aren't just like bird training techniques, they're valuable life skills.
You've hit on something quite profound. This book, without explicitly saying it, offers a masterclass in effective communication applicable to almost any relationship.
Hmm.
Whether you're dealing with a bird, a dog, a teenager, or even just your coworkers, these principles hold true.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. Maybe our feathered friends have a lot to teach us about building strong relationships in general.
It makes you wonder if we sometimes overcomplicate things. Maybe the key to a good relationship, any relationship, is as simple as clear communication, mutual respect, and a healthy dose of positive reinforcement.
Food for thought for sure. This deep dive has really opened my eyes, not just to the world of bird training, but to, like, the amazing capabilities of birds in general, and even to some valuable life lessons that apply to us humans, too.
It's true.
So if you're thinking about getting a bird, or you already share your life with one of these feathered wonders, I can't recommend The Art of Training Pet Birds enough. It's not just about teaching tricks, it's about connecting with these incredible creatures on a whole new level.
And who knows, you might learn a thing or two about yourself along the way.
Now, this guy got our imagination soaring, and we want to hear from you. If you could teach a bird any trick, no matter how outlandish or impossible, what would it be? Let us know. We can't wait to hear your ideas. Until next time, happy bird training.